Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is me, FARID Safi, and today we are here with another video lecture. Well, we will talk today in today's lecture about IELTS speaking introduction part. That is the first part. In our previous lecture, we had talked the IELTS speaking module in more detail. Then now, today, we want to come towards an introduction part of IELTS speaking module. Be with me to have, complete entire lecture on speaking part 1. Well, IELTS speaking part 1, it will last for 4 to 5 minutes time. That is the first part of the IELTS speaking part, that examiner will ask you questions related to your likes and dislikes. Examiner can ask you questions, those questions that are easy and those questions that are related to you. So, in today's lecture, we will cover up when an examiner asks you a question, how can you give answer to the examiner, or how short or long you can answer them. But if you haven't watched our video on how you will be given marks by IELTS examiner for the speaking module, so must watch that, because without that video, without that lecture or understanding that lecture, it will not be possible to score very good in IELTS speaking module, because you must know that how you will be given scores by the IELTS examiner. So now let's proceed. We want to move towards that of IELTS speaking part 1, that what sort of question can be asked by the examiner and how can you give your answer. Suppose, first of all, let's come. Examiner will ask you very easy type of questions. He is not going to ask you questions very tough, or a type of question that is not related to you in part 1, in the introduction. It could be very easy type of question that I have written, an example. For example, that is, what kind of food do you like to eat? Like he asks about the food, and it's very easy to answer the question. He can ask you that, where do you study? Like, do you study or do you work? If you study, he can ask about your study. If you work, he can ask about your work. Examiner can ask, how often do you visit your hometown? Suppose he can ask about your hometown. Do you spend a lot of time with your family? Now, these are the type of question that I have written, very easy type of question that this is an introduction part, your IELTS speaking part, and such type of questions would be asked. Now, we want to move towards that the type of questions, if you have been asked, how can you answer them? So, let's take an example first of all. Whenever examiner asks you question, you can make your answer longer. You can make it a lengthy answer through 3 ways. Either you can give an example to add up an example with your answer, or number 2, you can give opinion. You can express opinion over there. Or the third way of making your answer for IELTS speaking part 1 is to give reasons. So now we can make our answer longer, lengthy, through how many ways? 3 ways. I will be giving you practical example how we can make our answer lengthy. Now let's come. For example, examiner asks you these questions. What kind of food do you like to eat? This is a type of question examiner asks you, what kind of food do you like to eat? Now, if you give a short answer, you will not be given good band by the IELTS examiner. For example, if you say, I like to eat pizza. Now, this is not an enough answer for the examiner. He does not want only this much information. He wants you to make your answer little bit lengthy. So how we can make our answer lengthy? There are 3 ways, as I said. Number 1, either by giving an example. You can make your answer lengthy by providing them examples. Or number 2, you can give your opinion. Or the third one, you can give a reason towards that. Now, for example, I have taken and how can we answer this question? I have given you a practical example. Suppose, what kind of food do you like to eat? This is the question. This is not an enough answer. This very short answer, examiner will not give you good band for this one. If you say, I like to eat pizza. I like to eat pizza, this is not enough. How can you make it prolonged? This is, I like to eat pizza, and I'm providing with the green one an example. For example, I like to eat pizza. My favorite pizza restaurant is near my home, and they make delicious pizza. Now, can you see that I have provided an example? Number two, you can give your opinion. You can give to make your answer in part 1 longer, lengthier by giving an opinion. What sort of opinion? For example, I like to eat pizza. For me, pizza is the perfect food because it is so tasty and convenient to eat. Now this is the answer you can give. Or you can answer in this way by giving a proper reason. I like to eat pizza. You want to provide example, that is the reason why do you like pizza. I like to eat pizza because it is a great food to share with a group of friends. Now can you see how we have given an example? Either if you want to make your answer long, lengthy by giving an example, by giving what opinion, or you can make it through what by providing a reason why do you like that. So that is the way to give your answer. Forget about, just do not give your answer in a one-line way or one sentence, I like to eat pizza. For example, let's take an example, next example for that. Examiner suppose asks this question, do you spend a lot of time with your family? Do you spend a lot of time with your family? Now this is not an enough answer if you say, yes, I spend a lot of time with my family. That's not like the answer that examiner wants to hear from you. How can you make it more lengthy? How can you make it longer answer? As I said, through 3 ways. Either you can give them example, you can give them opinion, or you can give them what? Reason. A proper reason can be given. Now we have explained through 3 different ways. Yes, in fact, I recently traveled with my family to the beach for a few days. We all stayed in the same hotel and had a relaxing vacation together. Now this is one of the answer. Number 2, you can give answer by giving them your opinion. Yes, I love to spend time with my family because I feel so comfortable around them. Or you can give your answer, yes, when I have to make a difficult decision, I always turn to my family. They give me a good advice and I know that I can trust them. Now this is the way to give your answer to the examiner for an introduction part of your IELTS speaking test. Now as I told you that there would be different sort of question examiner can ask you. You can note down the answer that, for example, this is the food. What kind of food? Food is important. You can note down for yourself the answer, the model answers that we have given. If you need more model answers for this, so we can give you, you can write down your email and comment box down. Send us your email and we will send you the soft copy of the notes as well. Or you can note down from here as well for yourself. We have shown that in the video as well. It's all about like one of the topic about food. Now examiner can ask you questions related to reading. This is the topic, and what type of questions can be asked from you people. These are the type of questions you can make yourself prepared for them. This is about reading. This is about television. Examiner can ask about questions related to televisions. He can ask questions related to work. If you're working somewhere, examiner can ask about it. If he can ask about your family. These are the type of questions. If you need model answers for all these questions, you can write down your email address and down in the comment box, and we will send you all the soft model answers as well for them and the soft copy of these questions as well. This is about sports, is about animals, about technology he can ask questions, communication he can ask, health, these are related to travel he can ask, hometown, he can ask home, he can ask about the studies, down are the questions. All these questions are available in soft. If you need them, all of them, we can send you all. So there are a lot number of topics that we have with us. If you need that, write down your email address and comment box and we will send them, all of them to you. So thank you. It was about part 1 of your IELTS speaking test. Wait till the second video on part 2 of IELTS speaking test as well. We will be uploading that as well very soon. So be with us, be happy, remember me in your prayers. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.